Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to a sold-out boardwalk hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of middleweight action. Opening 3 minutes of this 10-round fight. Well, don't expect him to stay away from the body for long. He has been talking all week long about his want to land those straight shots downstairs.
Well, his accountant's been telling him, go out there and invest in CDs. And that's what it's like. You go to the body, and it pays off for you later on, down the road.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Rivera's tagged by a right hand. Big shot. Unable to handle that combination. He is down on the canvas.
1, 2.
Rivera's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you'd give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
Accurate counter punch by Bazooka. We're underway here. We've been talking in the lead up to this fight about who has the advantage with the speed. Well, we know who that is. As for his opponent?
Well, his opponent's going to have to come up with something else, and what he's going to have to come up with is timing. You know, timing can negate speed.
How so?
Well, just making sure that before your opponent starts, you time him, you beat him to the mark. You're not as fast as him, but guess what? The good news, this is not a sprint. This is a boxing match. You can beat him to the mark. For all intents and purposes, you're faster.
Cover up! Cover up!
Last 10 seconds.
Come on, kid, focus!
Mr. Untouchable's corner is like a congratulatory receiving line right now. They're just thrilled with what went down in that last round as he scored the knockdown.
Guard up!
Goes up top with a right hand. Combo lands to the head. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. A solid left hand by Bazooka. Bazooka's got to prove a few things here. Number one, he's got to prove to his opponent that he's on good ground after being knocked down in the last round. But he's also got to prove it to the referee, too.
Yeah, he does. And his corner. Because his corner, I just noticed, they put that towel over their shoulder. So they know the condition their fighter's in. They know their responsibility, and they're ready to act on it.
Good, solid right hand by Mr. Untouchable. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Flush right hand to the body. Doubles up the jab to the head. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Solid right by Mr. Untouchable.
Nice work, nice work.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Rivera's punch stats numbers are impressive.
Toe with this guy. Keep your distance, all right? Deep breath for me.
And round number 3 is underway. Off the target by Mr. Untouchable. Combination to the head. Rivera's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Well placed, straight right hand. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Good doubling up of the jab by Mr. Untouchable. He comes with the straight right hand. Halfway through this round. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Wow, no doubt about it. Affected by that right hand. If I were him, I'd be hanging on a little bit here. Hey, I know he's not in great shape, but he's doing a very good job now all of a sudden of defending himself. Oh, and there you go. And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rivera's back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. A sound combination by Bazooka. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Nice defense. Good block by Bazooka.
Breathe deeply. Inhale. Some air in your lungs, right?
Well, if anything has been learned from the first 3 rounds is that sometimes just being the busier fighter will do well for you. And that's the case right now for him as he's up 2-1 on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, not always landing a lot. You put it very well, Joe. Not always landing a lot, but keeping his opponent defensive and keeping him from doing what he wants to do.
Oh, and a 2-punch combo by Mr. Untouchable. Mr. Untouchable's giving us a taste of some of that athletic ability, that hand speed right there. Good combination.
And his opponent, though, now is going to have to show us that he could do something to sort of, you know, adjust to this, to counter this. And that's going to be controlling range and timing, because he can't match up with the physical hand speed.
Good-looking 2-punch combo by Mr. Untouchable.
Watch that.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Mr. Untouchable showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark.
Block! Block!
Double jab by Mr. Untouchable. Good counter punch. I loved how he moved off to the side and landed it.
Yeah, that's real smart. That's something that you teach in the gym, and you love when you see it executed.
4th round now with its last 10 seconds. Rivera's in complete control here as he takes a rest after a round in which he really dominated the action. Is there anything, Teddy, that you see that he should be thinking about when he gets off the stool here for the next round?
Yeah, you know, he should follow up on his lead, on his edge, on his advantage. You know, I noticed that he's hurting him in the body. Well, now start to double up that hook. 1 downstairs, 1 upstairs.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. You See the accuracy now with that double jab up top. That's why they call it the sweet science. Good work by Mr. Untouchable.
Yeah, real smart there. Making him miss, making him pay.
Good accurate work there after blocking that blow. Good right hand. Bazooka's legs look shaky. He was hurt. The combo lands upstairs. Look at this swarming attack. Rivera's taking a barrage of punches. He could, and yet another big shot comes in. Knocked down again. Unreal.
Now you gotta wonder what the corner's thinking. Are they gonna stop this?
5, 6, 7.
There's just no quit in this guy. He's been damaged, but still he's trying to make a fight of it.
Look, I love that about him. The fans love that about him. It's great. But he's got to learn when it's time to turn it off, when it's time to clinch a little bit, survive a little.
Focus.
Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. Doubles up the jab.
Unload! Head movement! Head movement!
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Mr. Untouchable's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Parries that punch intended for the head.
Enough, folks!
Mr. Untouchable's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Double jab upstairs. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Rivera's doing exactly what he's always done stylistically, Teddy. Now, he was knocked down earlier, so what he always does got him in this position.
Yeah, he understands his identity. He understands that, you know, he's going to win or lose the man that he is, the fighter that he is. He just has to make sure that he makes a few adaptations.
Rivera's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. There's a straight right hand. Two snapping jabs by Mr. Untouchable. Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand.
Come on, kid, focus.
Bazooka's efforts of being busy in that last round were really good for him.
Listen, I'm not gonna stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? Let's see some.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Banking away a body shot with the right hand.
Stay on the outside.
Well timed by Rivera. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Nice jabs there by Mr. Untouchable. Comes right back at him with a left hand. And Mr. Untouchable stunned and staggered. Able to get away from that headshot with the block.
Punch! Punch!
Big, big shot comes crashing home. How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment.
2, 3.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Oh, good exchange there. At the halfway point of round 7. Hits him in the mug with the right. Beautiful game plan there. Out from solid. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare, it's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Landing 2 jabs by Bazooka. Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use G's, he used distance.
3, 4 punches now.
This is anybody's fight. Here we are, the start of round number 8. Teddy, you've got him up slightly, but I don't know. I'm watching this fight, and I think at any moment it could turn.
Yeah, this is like in the old days, you know, the corner might break off one of those ammonia capsules, one of those smelling salts, you know, in the nose of a guy, pick him up a little bit, bring him down the home stretch. Hey, you can't use those anymore, but you can use some stern, strong words. Get going. Come on, pick it up a little bit. Don't sleep now.
He has his target. He lands the straight right. Oh, and they decide to trade there.
Stay away,
Mr. Untouchable's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Mr. Untouchable's corner has to give him some advice here because that left hand has been... Oh, that's gotta hurt. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And it's over. This fight is over. Rivera's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner.
Your winner, Rivera.
I don't know why we're always so shocked, but we just are. You'd think we'd learn by now that anything can happen. Here's a fight that is clearly heading to a decision, and just like that, it's over by knockout.
Yeah, you need to go to sleep, take a sleeping pill, or do that. Stick your chin out, bang.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Always enjoy you tuning in. We'll see you next time at the fights.